What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Glass Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sock, and today I have something special for you guys. So today is a quick follow-up video on the Cerakote Ceramic Coating, and today is December 15th, and we're going to see how well it is holding up. Remember, I did apply this December 3rd, and the whole purpose of this video is to see how it's holding up. So what we're gonna end up using today is Primus 2.0. I'm gonna use it in a 1:10 dilution ratio. We did have a couple of rainy days, and I'm going to use it in a 1:10 dilution ratio. It's not super powerful in terms of going ahead and decontaminating the paint. A 1:10 you could use as an everyday type of wash, just because you're able to remove that traffic film per se. And I'm also going to use Semper. So as I use Semper, I already diluted it in the bucket. It says 1 to 1500, but I made it just a little bit stronger because I don't have hard water, but it's not soft either. It's medium water. And it smells like cologne. It smells great, but we're going to try this for sure. And I'm going to give my verdict on Nero. I'm going to be putting Nero once I'm done with the tires and rubbers. And if I'm not, on the screen, I am showing the before walkaround on how the vehicle looks. I already have Primus 2.0 diluted in here. And let's get started to go ahead and see how everything's holding up. I already did the wheels and tires, so all in all, everything is pretty much done. We're just going to see how the actual ceramic coating is holding up. So let's get started with that. All right, so first order of business, let's see how the Hydrophobics is holding up on this vehicle. And also, I do drive this vehicle daily. It did about 350 miles this week. But all in all, they only sprayed salt once over here. I am not having a bunch of snow and a bunch of salt on the road like Eddie has in his area. So pretty much all in all, it should just be really good Hydrophobics, probably a little clogged here and there because it's dirt and traffic film. But that's about it. Let's check out the Hydrophobics and let's see how it's holding up. So as you can see, it is holding up nicely. It is holding up very nice tight beads, even though it's dirty, and you can see it transition onto the paint. Let's move over to the left side and see the dirty panels. For example, right here. So as you can see, it is sheeting slightly, but also beading. This could just be an indication of the dirt that's on the paint and that traffic film, but it is still beading nicely. Same with this. So that's pretty much it. Let's start off with spraying Primus. I'm only going to use one bucket. I have Semper in here, so I'm going to spray Primus twice. What I'm going to do is just spray it on, leave it on as a pre-foam, rinse it off, and then from there I'm going to go ahead and spray Primus again. And then I'm going to start my contact wash with Semper. All right, so it's not giving a lot of foam because it is a 1:5 dilution ratio. And in a 16-ounce bottle, it's about 1.5 ounces. So that's what we did. And we're just gonna let it sit there, dwell, break down all that dirt, contamination, and traffic film. And from there, we're going to rinse off the entire panel. And let's see if the Hydrophobics actually comes back, because some areas was just flooding a little bit and then sheeting. And that's typically normal, especially when it's getting clogged with the traffic film and the salt that was on the roads about 2-3 days ago. So I let it dwell for a bit. And let's rinse this off and move on straight to our contact wash. I'm going to foam it again, and we're going to use Semper as the contact wash. And I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me bring you in. As I'm rinsing it off, Primus hydrophobics are there. So let me finish rinsing off the rest of the vehicle. All right, everyone, for context, remember that for the passenger side, I did it in circular motions, and the driver half, I ended up doing it in a crosshatch pattern. And let's see if that affects the actual performance of the coating. And yeah, so suds up very nice, Semper. And let's do the contact wash, because I've been letting this dwell. And Semper does feel slick. It smells very nice. Smells like a cologne. But my first initial impressions is after I used Primus, what I noticed was it was still slightly clogging up, and some areas were still sheeting. So I hope that's not the case once I'm done with the contact wash. But we removed 90% of that dirt and grime easily with Primus. Contact wash is complete. Let's rinse everything off and see if it's still hydrophobic. All right, so what you guys see is pretty much, it's not what it all seems at the moment, just because of the simple fact that when I rinse, we're getting sheeting, which is weird. So I'm gonna rinse off the other side. Sheeting isn't bad, it's just not what we were shown on the actual video of the Cerakote. It was actually beating like crazy when they rinsed everything off. So this whole area sheets like that as well. So it's just weird. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the other side where I did that crosshatch pattern. That way we could see whether if I applied it wrong and you really need to crosshatch. Here's also the passenger side. And remember, I left this coating on for about 7 to 10 minutes, and it's sheeting. It's sheeting fast, but I thought it was supposed to be crazy beating. All right, so I rinsed off all of the driver's side, and for some reason, certain areas are beating more, which is, like I said, just weird. This is the side I did it in a crosshatch pattern. Same dwell time. We left it there for 10 minutes. And it's beating. Even though it's slowly sheeting there, as you see, but it's beating a lot more on this side than it did on the other side. Still sheeting fast, but I don't know. What is your verdict? All in all, it's okay at the moment. Just for it to be one single wash in 14 days, we used Primus literally in a 1:10 dilution ratio, and it's sheeting. It's not great. Look at the glass where I applied Maniac Ceramic Ultra Speed Wax after I cleaned it with Nítido. Beating phenomenal. Certain areas here are patchy and sheeting. So I'm gonna dry up the vehicle. Everyone, so what is my final verdict on the Cerakote ceramic coating? Well, all in all, I don't know what's really going on. It is sheeting. The coating is obviously still there, but I don't know why it's sheeting. compared to the video with the 500 wash test, it was beating like crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. We only hit it with Primus with a 1:10 dilution ratio, which is pretty much nothing. You saw how it was barely foaming whatsoever on the car. And we moved on to a pH neutral soap. It rinses off nice, but just areas, no matter where I did the crosshatch or the circle application method, it didn't really make much of a difference. So I don't know what's going on. It was 7 to 10 minutes on each side. I did everything fair to keep any variables from saying why the coating has failed. The ceramic coating torture test that Jimbo did, that's a great benchmark in terms of chemical resistance, but all in all, real life driving, it's only did 350 miles and it is doing that. And I don't think it's gonna get past the winter, to be quite honest. We're going to keep on testing. I didn't apply any toppers. All I did was use the Maniac Lines waterless wash as a drying aid. It's not going to give crazy hydrophobic protection or anything. It's just 1 to 2 sprays. It's probably gonna last a week on the paint, and that's it. I wash my vehicle once a month, but we will see how it will hold up. All the products will be down below in the description. The gloss and the slickness is there. It's there. That's one thing I can say for sure. I'll back the vehicle inside the garage, do a quick walk around for the outro. But the gloss is there, the slickness is still there. Even before I was using this, when I was passing the wash mitt, and even before I even washed the vehicle, I rubbed my finger across it, the slickness is still there. But in terms of durability, we'll see. We'll just have to see in due time how slow the sheeting turns, if it gets super clogged. But yeah, I'm getting kind of the same results that Eddie's getting. And we're in 2 completely different states. 2 completely different, pretty much. He's on the West Coast and I'm out all the way out here on East. So yeah, so all the products will be down below. I apply Nero, or here it is. I apply Nero on the tires. I want to see how long this will last. The application is super easy. I like that dark rich sheen. But all in all, we will see how it actually holds up. It's a tire dressing. I don't see it holding up more than 2 weeks, but that's just me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. All the products will be down below in the description for you guys to order. You guys could use DMS15 for 15% off at checkout. Thank you, Labo, for giving me the discount code for you guys. I do not make any money off of this. Trust me, I don't. So that discount is just for you guys to go ahead and enjoy these products as well. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Here's a quick view on how the paint looks, and all in all, it looks fantastic. Like I said, it is still slick. I got a couple of things to just dry up real quick. I'm not really too worried about, but all in all, it looks great. Netto, letting that seep into the tire rubbers. But all in all, it looks great. It's glossy, it's slick, and that's me being honest of like, it was still slick before I even used the waterless wash as a drying aid, and all I did was 1 to 2 sprays per panel, so it wasn't even something significant to really impact the slickness all in all. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll keep you updated on how this vehicle goes.